Okay, so we're gonna take a look at this light right here, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm a big fan of headlights. I have used them for years upon years. However, I'm pretty new to this light bands, and it's kind of like a different style. I'm gonna show it to you guys so you guys can have an idea right here, right? So again, what you have right here is a bunch of LEDs that are across, right? And again, really different than your typical headlight. If you see something like this is just essentially your typical headlight, right? This one's a little bit more advanced, has two beams and things like that. But again, this is kind of what we used to, right? Kind of go like this. And again, just a typical headlights. I love this thing. I think this is fantastic. The batteries are here, but these light bands are a little bit different, right? What you have is a band right here that it has, you know, essentially all the LEDs. And typically you have your battery back here. Obviously you have a cable that connects to the band right here, right? And again, if you're used to wearing headlights and then you have this, you kind of have to get used to it because some of the weight is behind the head. Typically the weight is in the front, right? So again, I like this. I actually like this. There is a little bit of differences when it comes to this and your regular headlight right here. Biggest difference that I noticed is that with a headlight, kind of have a beam, right? So you kind of shine there and it kind of goes and you get it like that, right? So there's kind of like a beam going into the direction that you're going for, right? So again, that's okay for that, but this is a little bit different. This kind of like shines all over in front of you, right? So you have an amount of light that is kind of equally and it goes all around you, right? It's not so much of a beam, it's more like a bunch of light in front of you, right? So again, that makes it pretty good for, you know, if you're working at nighttime, maybe you're a mechanic working over an engine, or maybe you're a truck driver and you need to have visibility in front of you. Again, it makes it pretty easy for that. Again, compare to something like this where you're actually shining across or you're shining to a spot and then you kind of have to look this way. With the light band, I feel that you could shine all over the place, right? So again, really, really interesting setup. So let me show you a little bit. One of the other things that I like too is how flexible it is. If you see this, it's really flexible. So if you're wearing a helmet, maybe some of the construction workers are wearing a helmet, this thing will wrap around your helmet very, very easy, right? So you have this right here, and then obviously you have the power bank back here. Now this thing is going to be charged with a USB-C that is included in the package. And talking about the package, this is kind of what you get right here, right? So it comes like this. Obviously it's packing there. It has a little baggie if you want to use it. You see the baggie right here. And then again, it has some instructions and things like that. So let me give you a closer look. As you can see, you see this. It's going to push about 520 lumens. I do have a video right here that I'm showing you right now just to give you an idea of what we're talking about, just to give you an idea of what you can get, what you can expect and all that. So like I say, 520 lumens. This is going to be the Liteband ACTIV 520. It has a 210-degree angle of shooting that light. So that's what I'm talking about, where you have a ton of light in front of you, right? 210 wide angle, which is actually a lot. It is very, very comfortable. It has 5 levels of operations, and I'm going to show it to you right now. By the way, this thing right here has like a little, I don't know, like a wrap or something, or like a sweatband. I don't know what this is called, but again, it feels pretty decent in your head, right? So if you turn it on, it goes to this. You see it right there. If you wait a little bit and you turn it off, it just turns off, right? So you go like this, you turn it off, right? Just like that. So let me wait a second because I actually want to turn it off all the way. Okay, now it's turned off. So if you turn it on again and you hit it again, it's going to go to a lower level. If you hit it again, it's going to go to another lower level. And if you hit it again, it's going to go in red. And I know it's difficult in the camera to check it out, but this red is actually quite bright. So again, in case of emergencies or something like that, you need a red light, you're going to have it there. If you press it again, it's going to go into a kind of strobe system, which I'm going to do it again right now. On, high level, lower level, red, and then you have the strobe right here. So you guys saw that, right? So you have multiple different levels, and again, you know, having all those levels, it's just going to give you more capabilities. Another thing that I like, guys, is that, you know, very easily you could wrap it around just like this. And if you see here, I mean, just very, very easy. This thing bends all over the place and you can put it in your pocket or something like that. So that's definitely very easy. So far, I'm pretty new to this light bands, guys, but I could see how people like it, right? Again, having that wide angle in front of you, providing a bunch of lights, it does give you a great visibility.